back in Nigeria, I guess this isn't something that's common for people to be able to get out and actually seek asylum. Is it common over there, or has it happened that they just will kill people who are LGBT? Did you fear for your life?
Mob violence and jungle justice is prevalent. You will even die before you get to face the persecution from the government, because Nigerians are very detestful against gay people. A survey was done by Amnesty International in 2016, and 97% of Nigerians said that gay people are the cause of their problem. And since 2019, 57 gay men were caught in Lagos, Nigeria, suspected or alleged gay men. They were having a ballroom party and they were caught. And now they are facing 14 years imprisonment. 57 young men. Their life have been upended. They can't get a job. They can't go to school. These are people between the ages of 19 to 26. In northern Nigeria, 7 of the states in northern Nigeria, gay people can be punishable by being stoned to death.
Wow.
People have been killed in the communities there. It's very dangerous to be gay there. In southern Nigeria, gay people face religious expunging, like they want to excommunicate spirits from you. You see people, their family will take them to a pastor, they are praying for them, the people, they are flogging them, whipping them, pouring water on their body. The family are not even threatened because they feel like what is happening, the spirits are leaving their body. So gay people face persecution from non-state actors more than state actors.
Something you even said in your interview is that people view us as satanic or demonic.
Yeah, there's this, the West have lost the battle on religion, and the only place they can hold their ground is in Africa, especially big evangelicals like T.D. Jakes, Billy Graham, Rayard Bonke, all your evangelists from the South, they are all in Africa evangelizing against homosexuality.
I wanted to ask you too, you mentioned that when you did get to America, you were in a detention camp. So you were there for 5 months. What was that like?
Detention centers are run by private corporations. But the bad part of this is that LGBTQ people should not be kept in detention center.
Well, people who are seeking asylum shouldn't be treated like prisoners.
At all. But most especially, LGBTQ people shouldn't find a place there. Because if you are gay and you are put among people who come from countries that still have that perception against being gay, you face a double oppression. So you have gotten to the land, United States of America, that accepts gay people. But in a detention center, Central Americans, they were calling me maricon. I didn't know what was maricon. Later I discovered that it's a derogatory term for being a gay person or something like that. And they say things like putakana. They like say things that are offensive to you. You don't even know. People from Asia and Africa, they're like, oh, you're not a good Christian. If you're a Christian, how can you be gay? Secondly, the detention center, the guards are not well trained. So they don't have the competency to deal with somebody that have survived trauma. Like, I have PTSD, I have a severe anxiety, I've been beaten, I've been traumatized. I came to America and I'm now being treated like a dog. Sit here, eat here, bathe here, So there's no care that is given to you. And this is the part that is really, really annoying if I think about it, is that I came from Africa with less than $200 in my pocket. Phone calls in the detentions, in the prisons are very expensive for you to call internationally. So I started working in the detention center. Guess what? They pay me $1 a day to work.
Wow.
So I worked for 31 days, making food in the kitchen, cleaning and everything, to make $31 just to breathe, so that I can be able to call my lawyer, so I can be able to buy soup in my commissary. And it was just like, this is not the America you hear about. And Americans do not even know that this exists and is prevalent all across the country.
Yeah.
You know what? Immigration detention center is deeply rooted in the racist ideologies that American immigration system is rooted on. Immigration detention centers were abolished in America in the 50s. A Supreme Court judge said that this is inhumane. How can we treat people like this? After the Japanese internment camp issue, Americans said, never again, we will not treat people like that. But In 1980, during the Reagan administration, Cuban and Asian migrants were coming into America in flood. So the war on drug, quote unquote, by Reagan administration brought about the new type of immigration detention center to deter Black and brown people from coming into this country. Because if you come and suffer in this kind of process, you will say, no, I don't want to come. You tell other family members not to come. There's a book written by Carl. It's called Detain and Punish. In this book, he explains how Asians and Cuban families were advocating against the detention center. In the detention center, they were going on hunger strikes to protest the government. But today, this detention center system have grown. So before, it was like a processing center. If you come there, you have 7 days. If you are deported, you are being deported. You might be granted parole or a bond. Go and fight for your status. But now, the Trump administration, they keep people there up to 18 months average. So it's like, don't come to America. If you come to America, I'll throw you in that cage and show you what it means to come to America. But it's unfair to people seeking protection.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're punishing people who are already punished.
The system is meant to punish. There is no law in America immigration system that has been passed that favor Black and brown people. It's always punish, deter, and chase them away from coming into this country. The first immigration law that was ever passed in America was the Chinese Exclusion Act to prevent Chinese workers from coming into America. If you look at any immigration policy, people from North Africa and the Middle East are considered quote unquote white, according to the US Census Bureau. So they are not targeting those people. They're targeting West African, Sub-Saharan African, Asia, Central America, and South America, because they are really considered Black and brown people. So I think that this is something I always advocate for, is that detention centers should not exist, but even though they exist, LGBTQ people should not be a part of that system. Because when I was in the detention center, a trans lady from Honduras, she has every feature of a woman, but in Honduras, you can't change your birth certificate. So in her passport, it showed male, but she's a woman. You can see that she's a woman. She was brought to my detention center. We have 44 guys. She was the only woman among these 44 guys.
Wow.
A horny person might just try and rape her in the night or attack her in the bathroom. She couldn't shower. She couldn't even be herself. Me as a gay person, I felt devastated. I go to her and talk to her, try to console her. She speaks Spanish, I speak English. We don't have phone, we can't translate. But she's crying in her bed all the time. I just felt sorry. Like, even me as a gay person, I don't feel punished anymore, because this person is like way more worse than me. And at that point, some people get to sign their deportation and say, I'm tired, I'm going back to my country. I'll face that persecution I'm supposed to face. Some Russians, they returned back, because when the purge in Chechnya happened, some Russians came to America and they were locked in detention center. 2 guys I know said that they are tired of America, that they will go back to Russia and they'll find their way in Europe, maybe go to Germany or Netherlands, where other places where gay people are accepted. The system is meant to punish and make you go away.
Is there any tools that people can utilize, or organizations that they can be a part of that they can join to help try and change these structures or change these systems?
We are trying to end detention centers in America. So you can just go to freedomforimmigrants.org. So California has signed that from 2028, they will not longer have relationship with private prisons detaining immigrants.
Wow.
Busy city, that's Bergen County, have also signed on that 2027, they will end their relationship with the county detaining immigrants. So it's just like gay marriage. It started in one state and moved to another state and moved to another state. Then the Supreme Court made a final ruling. The Rainbow Railroad is in Canada, headed by Kimana Powell. They donate money to them, and they help extract LGBTQ people from countries where they are facing persecution. Like, they extract people from Poland, Russia, Uganda, Nigeria, and like all over the world.
A very big point to why we started this channel is global equality. And while we do have a lot of rights to celebrate in the US, there's no way we can go forward and no way that we can start to all feel safe and, create a real equality for all until we start fighting for each other across these great distances.